You know that saying, tough times don't last, but tough people do? Well, it perfectly sums up the world of football. And while football is this amazing sport that we all love, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The pressure from passionate fans and demanding coaches can really get to a player. Sometimes that pressure can get the best of a player and they hit rock bottom in their career. But here's the fascinating part. In football, a player can be at their lowest one day and a superstar the next. We've witnessed this incredible turnaround happen time and time again in the world of football, and that's exactly what we'll be diving into today. Starting with one of the greatest midfielders the Premier League has ever known, Kevin De Bruyne. The Belgian is regarded as one of the best midfielders to ever play in the Premier League. Still, before he became known as the Manchester City icon he is today, Kevin De Bruyne's first stint in the Premier League was with Chelsea. After a successful season with Genk, De Bruyne sealed a transfer move to Chelsea in January 2012, but his time at Chelsea was nothing short of a disaster. During his 2 seasons in Chelsea, he could only make 3 appearances for the club with 0 goals and 1 assist, and spent most of his time on loan. But the Belgian bounced back with a successful spell at Wolfsburg before finally sealing a move to Manchester City, winning the Champions League, 5 Premier League titles, a bunch of other trophies, and breaking every record achievable on the way. Speaking of another player who bounced back from a horrible Chelsea spell, Mohamed Salah comes to mind. Widely regarded as one of the greatest wingers to ever play in the Premier League, the Liverpool forward initially played for Chelsea in a forgettable period in his illustrious career. In January 2014, Chelsea beat Liverpool to the signing of the Egyptian superstar for a fee of around €11 million, making him the first Egyptian footballer to play for Chelsea. Salah spent 3 seasons at Chelsea but only made 13 appearances, scoring just 2 goals. His time at the London-based club was so wrong that in October 2014 he was publicly criticised, alongside a fellow winger Andre Schürrle, by then manager Jose Mourinho for a terrible performance against Shrewsbury Town. After that, it was a series of loan spells at different clubs till his exit from Chelsea in 2016, before finally completing a move to Liverpool in June 2017 for a club record fee. He had a record-breaking debut season at Liverpool. Since then, he has amassed decorated trophies, including the Champions League and Premier League, and several trophies, plus several individual awards, making him one of the most successful players to ever play in the Premier League. Destiny delayed is not destiny denied after all. Shifting our focus to the goalkeeping department, another player with a redemption story worth mentioning is Emiliano Martinez. The Aston Villa goalkeeper joined Arsenal in 2010 and remained with the club for 10 years, making just 15 appearances and missed several loan spells. After joining Aston Villa in 2020, he equalled the club's record for the cleanest sheets in a season, with 15 in his first. His impressive performances for Aston Villa earned him an international call-up for Argentina in the Copa America, where he made his international debut. He also broke the club's record for most clean sheets in a goalkeeper's first 100 games, with 34 clean sheets. His brilliant goalkeeping contributed to Argentina's success at the Copa America, which they won after beating Brazil 1-0 in the final. Martinez was also awarded the Copa America Golden Glove for the tournament's goalkeeper for his brilliant performances. On the 1st of June 2022, Martinez kept a clean sheet in Argentina's 3-0 victory against Italy in the Finalissima. He was also included in Argentina's squad for the FIFA 2022 World Cup, where he won the FIFA World Cup Golden Glove and the 2022 FIFA Best Men's Goalkeeper Award for contributing to Argentina's victory at the World Cup. He also won the Yashin's Trophy at the 2023 Ballon d'Or ceremony to cap off an impressive bounce back. Moving forward, after a series of tough times, Isco seems to be again enjoying his football at Real Betis. The Spanish midfielder went from playing for Real Madrid to having his contract terminated mid-season at Sevilla in what seemed like an end of his career. But after rediscovering his form in Real Betis alongside his former coach Manuel Pellegrini, he already has 6 goal contributions in 16 appearances this season, winning over 8 Man of the Match awards in all competitions. Still in Spanish football, French forward Antoine Griezmann seems to be in the form of his life once again, reminding us that form is temporary but class is permanent. Coming off an impressive World Cup campaign in 2018, where he was arguably France's best player of the tournament and came 3rd in the Ballon d'Or rankings, there was a lot of buzz about Griezmann's move to Barcelona in 2019, considering the hefty €120 million price that was paid for him, which made him the 5th most expensive player of all time. But as we would later find out, it ended up that the reverse was the case, and it was a move that should never have happened. Griezmann failed to live up to his name and his price tag after a disappointing spell at Barcelona, which led to a lot of backlash and smear campaigns from Spanish media and outlets. It seemed like the old Griezmann was gone after he was loaned back to Atletico Madrid and his poor form continued. However, since the beginning of 2022-23 season, the Frenchman has been firing on all fronts, ending the season with 16 goals and 16 assists in all competitions. This season, he has picked up right where he left off, with 11 goals in just 15 appearances so far. Another player in La Liga who has witnessed impressive redemption is Vinicius Jr. The Brazilian winger was signed by Real Madrid in 2018. He was considered one of the most exciting talents in the world at the time of his signing, but his first 2 seasons at Real Madrid did little to help that narrative. He was so bad that his teammate Karim Benzema told the rest of the team not to pass to Vinny because he believed he was playing against them due to his lousy display on the pitch. Fast forward to today, Vinicius Jr. is arguably the best left winger in the world and is considered to be one of the best players in the world presently, contributing immensely to Real Madrid's La Liga title victory in the 2019-2020 season and their Champions League success in the 2020-21 season. Moving on to another player on the path of redemption is Romelu Lukaku. Honestly, I can't tell who has played for more clubs between Romelu Lukaku and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Still, one thing is clear, which is the fact that Lukaku is no stranger to turbulent times, as his career has been like a roller coaster filled with ups and downs, primarily due to his own decisions. Rejoining Chelsea for a world record fee of €97.5 million, the Belgian failed to find his Inter Milan form or live up to his extremely high price tag. Instead, he released an interview where he publicly stated that he wasn't happy at Chelsea and would love to return to Inter shortly, which of course led to him being loaned back to Inter Milan. His return to Chelsea was worse than his first time there, so much so that ESPN named him the worst signing of the season. But his return to Inter wasn't as fruitful as he would have wanted either, as he got injured in the first few months and failed to find his previous Inter form. Eventually, he sealed a loan move to Roma this season, where he has scored 9 goals in 13 appearances and doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. As we're still talking about Italy, this next player is a player for Roma too, and it's none other than Paulo Dybala. Paulo Dybala holds a dear place in the hearts of Juventus fans, but his final seasons at the club weren't so memorable. Following the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo, the Argentine's position had to be changed on the pitch into a more profound playmaking role. This, coupled with his injury crises, led to decreased goals and assist contributions, and he dipped in form very severely. After receiving a standing ovation from the Juve fans in his final game, he sealed a move to Roma, where he has flourished under Jose Mourinho. He also converted 2 crucial penalties for Argentina at the 2022 FIFA World Cup, which helped them win. Still chilling in Italia, this next player has played with both aforementioned Italian players, and he's none other than Lautaro Martinez. After an awful World Cup campaign and consecutive poor showings for club and country, the world's weight seemed to rest on Martinez's tired feet, as he couldn't seem to find the net at all. This is the worst fate a striker can be cursed with, and it appeared Martinez got it in double doses. But after the start of the 2023-24 Serie A campaign, which came with a captain's armband, he just can't seem to stop scoring. He's already had 14 goals and 1 assist in 15 appearances this season, including a stunning 4-goal match display off the bench for Inter. This brings us to the last but not the most minor player in today's video, English defender Harry Maguire. For a time it was believed that Maguire was the most hated individual in football and seemingly the worst. Maguire's time at Manchester United hasn't just been wrong, but has been a massive bowl of catastrophe. After a record-breaking move which saw him become the most expensive defender in the Premier League, Maguire can't seem to put a foot right in Manchester United. From cyberbullying to bomb threats, Maguire has seen it all at Manchester United. Things got so bad, even his mum had to voice out on social media to make a plea for her son's case. His fans turned on him, and he was advised to leave the club, but he refused, insisting he wanted to fight for his place. But look at him now, he's been absolutely immense in every game for Manchester United this season, and he even scored the only goal that gave Manchester United the 3 points they have so far in the Champions League against Copenhagen. What a turnaround. Honestly, redemption stories don't get better than this. Are there any redemption stories we've left out? please let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also, don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Until next time guys, thanks for watching.